These are all the books that I need to read by the end of the year. You see how thick this shit is? This is heavy. I can't even lift it because that's how heavy it is. Let's start with the big one. I need to finish all of Way of Kings, all of Stormlight before Stormlight 5 comes out. Now, I want to annotate these because I want to be going through and thinking about Brandon Sanderson and his cleverness and his foreshadowing. I am fully prepared to do these on audio. As much as I don't like Michael Kramer, I am fully prepared to do this on audio. So, I've been reading this since May. I've read that much. Usually I'm very good at binging, but lately I have other things that I've just taken my time away from Stormlight because annotating takes time. I can't just read, I'm sitting, I'm writing, I'm thinking. So that's why I have done that. I'm fully prepared to also, as soon as it comes to like October and November, just all I do is read Stormlight. All I do. Also prepare for that. So those 4 chonkers need to read. Talking of Stormlight, once I finish Stormlight, I do want to get to the Sunlit Man because I haven't read this yet. And this is a secret project version and it's stunning, but I've heard you need to read it after Rhythm of War. So I'm hoping I can read this after Rhythm of War and then dive straight into Stormlight 5. I'm hoping. But again, still talking Sanderson on books I haven't read yet. I feel like I'm gonna need to read this before I get to Stormlight 5. I don't think it's going to be a necessity, but I feel like I need to. So, have I read The Secret History yet? No. Is this the only book left in Mistborn? Yes. Am I terrified to read this? Entirely yes. Is this my year of Sanderson? Who knows? Who knows? But I've agreed to do a few buddy reads. Mainly one. Why did I agree to this? Ross, tell me, Ross loves this book. He decided, why did I do this, Ross? Why did I agree to this? Why did I look at it? At least with the Stormlight book, right? Right. Stormlight book. It looks thicker. I know a lot of it comes to pages and strategy like that. But this is gothic. It is illustrated. Tiny writing. And I don't know. I think it's gonna be very slow. Very gothic, and I don't know if my brain power's there at the moment, but also if I don't read it with you, Ross, I also will never get around to reading it. So I'm gonna start it once I finish Kakieki, because that's due back at the library, so this is definitely at the forefront at the moment. And also Kakieki, loving it. She's just amazing, love her. Again, another one that I need to read because it's due back at the library. Once I finish that, I will be giving my utmost attention to this chonker. Am I going to finish it by the time the buddy read ends in October? We will see. We will see. It all depends. Annoyingly, the audio got taken off Everend or Scribd, so I can't access it and I don't want to use a credit just in case I end up not liking this. Especially so since this is my late grandma's copy. It's a lot of big books on here. I think I might have overdone it. You don't know what this is. I know I brought this here and I'm holding it up, but you have no idea what this is. The cover is over there. It got wet and the cover just kind of fell off, and it's also upside down. It just kind of fell off. But it smells of like peppermint because I have my diffuser above it and I spilled that all over all of my Game of Thrones books. This gives you a clue of what this is. Now, if you follow my Instagram, you should know this is Fire and Blood. And I started reading this because House of the Dragon. I have this much left. Under 100 pages, roughly 100 pages left of Fire and Blood. Have I touched it? No. Purely because I haven't been lugging this around with me because I've been looking after people's animals. So I haven't had it on me. And I'm probably not going to touch it to the end of September. This is probably going to be one I'm just going to sit here for a while. Maybe something, I don't know. I will aim to finish it by the end of the year. I cannot promise you. I might just do it on the dot, 31st of December, I'll finish it. But I can't promise you anything else. I will get this done. Now I'm going to talk to you about the 2 audiobooks I definitely have on, which is Masquerade, because it's on Scribd. And I did get an arc of this, but this was on sale, which is why I bought the hardback. So it was 13 quid. And I was like, I'm definitely going to get it. And it looks cool. It looks fun. It has a wicked map. I love maps on the end pages. Don't you? I just love maps on the end pages. But it looks kind of fun. It sounded kind of cool. It sounded up my street. I love African shit. So I bought it. And I am going to do the audio for it at some point. But I have to be in the right headspace for this kind of book. I just do. I should probably tell you what. Her rise to power, paid in blood. Revenge story, women, African, women power. Sounds like my kind of thing. So, again, but I think because of the way it's told, like, I've heard the authors say it's like a mismarketing thing to say it's a fantasy. Because I think it's very, very steeped in African culture, which I get her point. But also, I still enjoy it, even if it's not a fantasy. So I'm going in it with that in mind. Like, it's not a fantasy. Don't quote me on this. I could be entirely fucking wrong. But I have to, again, be in the right mind for that stuff. And currently, I'm not. Currently, I want easy books. Easy books to read that I don't have to use any brain power, that I could just enjoy the ride. Hence the reason why I'm listening to Traitor's God. So, that's that. That's that one. Other audiobook is Sky on Fire. I'm hoping I'm going to like this more than Ruin of Kings. I was going to start it straight after Ruin of Kings. I ended up not doing it because Ruin of Kings, man. Ruin of Kings. It was fine. It was just the narrative structure. I struggled to understand the reasoning behind it, for why I was going through this struggle of this narrative structure to tell the story where it would have been far more compelling to tell it linearly. In my humble opinion. But this is a standalone. I'm loving the edges. It's dragons. I think it's like a heist. Yes, in a world where dragons rule the skies, one deadly heist could change everything. So it is a heist, so I was right. So that seems like a kind of thing I need to listen to. When? Your guess is as good as mine. Before the end of the year, definitely. Because I want to put this off from my TBR shelf onto my red shelf. If you know me, you know I love a good Viking story. If you know me, you will know John Gwynne is my favourite male fantasy author. Second favourite author of all time. The top one being Robin Hobb herself. Now, I have not read a book by John Gwynne I haven't rated 5 stars. Or close enough. First time I read Malice, it was 4.5, right? Second time was 5 stars. Sue me, okay? Fucking sue me. So, he has a release coming out in October that I have been dying, begging for an arc for, and I haven't got it. So I'm fully admitting I'm probably not going to get it. Which is fine. It's fine. I'll read it on release. But Hunger of the Gods and Shadow of the Gods. These books were written for me. It's a fuck off. Look how big that dragon is to that tiny little shit guy there. It's good shit. I want to reread this. Now, I'm tempted to do Shadow of the Gods on audio because it made me laugh out loud, okay? There's one line, chapter 7, if you know it, you know it, made me fucking on the floor crawling, crying, right? However, when I originally read Hunger of the Gods, I did it on audio. For some reason, I wasn't connecting with the story on audio. So I want to do this, and I know it's the bigger book. I want to do this physically. Can I do it before October? I know the Brothers Gwyn are hosting a read along for it, and I am joining it, but I'm planning to just binge it. I'm planning to slack until like the last moment. So maybe like beginning of October, like end of September, beginning of October, I'll start my reread and then Fury will come out and I'll be in there. Those are what I plan to read by the end of the year. Obviously there's going to be more books added because I have my audio library, okay, that I will just pick and choose as and when I want, okay, but these are all the books, the fucking chonkers, that I need to read before the end of the year, specifically probably before December. 3 months. I think I may be doing too much. I think. But we will see if I can manage all of this. Let me know what books are you planning to read before the end of the year, and happy reading.